it's about going live, and we are almost about to go live. It's preparing. We're live. Hello, everyone. This is Kavita Kapoor Khalsa, and I have a very special guest because we started our journey with marriage or no marriage, and I wanted so badly that she comes on this show because, but she's been busy, so that's okay. And I'm so glad that she's here. And this is Aradhana Tiwari, and today we're going to be talking about the topic of sex in marriage or no marriage. But before I go there, let me introduce who is Aradhana Tiwari. She is a graduate in international business marketing. She's done a lot of stuff in broadcasting and media and communication. She's been there for more than 12 years, I think. And she does anything that where there is joy and fun. If there is no fun, then that's not her calling, right? And she is now, then she discovered access consciousness that increased her way of joy and living and fun and ease. So she became a certified facilitator, and she facilitates more than just the foundation classes, which is also the talk to the entities. And she is also a founder of Be the Change, which started in 2018, which we'll talk about what exactly it is, and then we'll go on to the topic of sex in marriage. And I know, it's a very sexy topic, that's why we took it. And so we have a sexy facilitator out here talking about sex. So thank you, Aradhana, for being there.
Thank
And
you for your lovely words. I love your introduction. That was amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
thank you. That's always spontaneous. When I see people and I catch on that vibe and I just start talking. So yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it becomes verbal diarrhea, which is okay. So
No, it is
tell me, what is this Be the Change? Little, two lines if you want to kind of
yeah.
explain
So
what.
the change is basically an invitation to be the courageous one to walk the world with your knowing and let the world know what you know. So my whole
Wow.
every time my pet question is what do you know? So the world is here waiting for your knowing. So please come share what you know into the world and be that walking talking maestro of the planet.
And you've written a book as well, right?
I've written a book called Be the Change by
The
Aradhana.
Change is a book as well, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So, people, if you haven't yet grabbed a copy of it, please go and talk about it. I mean, pick it up and read and spread the word around. So, coming to our topic today, what exactly is sex? It's like a word that is so confusing for a lot of people, and it goes like this for at least in India. I remember when uh, I just started doing Access. I used to be so amazed when facilitators would talk about it because my ears would go red and I couldn't even say the word. So I want you to throw some light on this thing. What exactly do we mean by sex?
So sex in this reality, if you're talking about what actually made your ears red was copulation. So we only
Yes.
deal it with saying copulation. Copulation is when we are putting two body parts, especially our genitals together. That is what we call sex. But in Access, we also talk about sex as how you be in the world, how you present yourself, how you talk, how you nurture, how you care about everything. That whole, that energy of like a child-like energy, which is
Yeah.
so filled with joy, fun, enthusiasm, and excitement in life. That is
Yeah.
sex. That is how you walk in the life, how you talk, how you interact with people. That is called sex. And which is also sex is like having with trees you have sex, with animals you have sex, and the nature has its sex with us all the time. But
It's like receiving from them
yeah,
with no judgment is what you actually
yeah. So it's
are
like I don't use. You was not using the word receiving because a lot of people are not here from the access
don't know
background.
what it is.
So
Okay.
what it is like what receiving actually looks like is basically where we have no inhibitions of taking anything from them. You
Okay.
know, where it's like I'm okay to receive. I mean, take anything from say you, and you being a woman, maybe you are a lesbian, and you come to me, and I'm like, no, 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 I don't want anything from Kavita because she's a lesbian, and tomorrow she might return to me, but then
Right.
might be coming and coming and gifting me a big property or some jewels or something, but I have already said no to you, and I would
Right.
rather leave because I already have a conclusion about you.
Or a
But
judgment that I
just
don't like
that I
lesbians.
don't like, yeah, I don't
Oh
like
my God,
lesbians.
this is disgusting. Yeah. Okay. Right.
But at the same time, if I'm willing to receive it, it's okay that I always have a choice, that I don't have to be getting in fiddling with yourself or
Yeah.
touching you, and I can still be acknowledging and flirting with you. So it
Yeah.
might give you a joy, and you might gift me something beautiful. So that is
Wow.
receiving. So that is what we call receiving in Access. So we say sex is the first place where you can receive from others. So we always have a judgment around sex. If like, would you be ready to copulate with anybody or not? So the moment
Yeah,
no, 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 that means you're already rejecting them. So even if they come with super, and you're asking the universe, give me money, show me wealth, and this person is coming to you with wealth, but you have so many judgments around that person, and you say no to that person, and you
right,
reject, and so whatever your god was gifting or the universe was gifting has gone back. So
right.
that you say you have to receive from any and everybody,
And
but
everybody.
yeah, but how much you receive
No,
is
but a lot of people go to the point that, oh, I would never sleep with someone for money.
yeah. So
Now they've
it's
already, yeah, but what if they really don't wish to? Because that's like, how do you kind of come out of that space that I don't have to sleep, but if I'm willing, the
yeah.
difference between
The
have to and
willingness has to be there, as what I just gave you the example, that if you're a man to man or a woman to woman, and if you're not saying no to you, and I'm ready to receive you and flirt with you, then I'm
you
willing
don't
to
have
have
to go
it.
into the copulation bit, but you can still
But I
receive
can flirt with you, I can have fun with you, and
right,
not do the
right.
copulation part with you. So
Yeah,
then I'm willing to receive you. But
wonderful.
if I'm saying no to you, then I'm not willing to receive from. Then I'm
So
already saying no to the gifts that you're coming with me to.
absolutely. So that brings us to the topic of marriage. So, or people not even choosing to marry just because of this. How important is sex for a successful marriage?
So I guess sex is important for everything, Kavita. It's not only for marriage. I think to be in the world, sex is very, very important. And again, I'm not only relating to the copulation part.
Population.
That is only one small part of it.
Yes,
Sex
yes,
also includes your sexualness, your sexuality, your how you present, how you nurture, how you care, how you be with the world, and
yes.
you're a man or a woman, and what point of view you have
Your
around
sexuality as well.
that's what sexuality. That I'm
Yeah.
a woman, I'm a man, and that fight also kind of creates a lot of nuisance in our lives.
So
So
no, that's what we are fighting for or against, a man or a woman. That's what. And then we say we call it a marriage, and then you
yeah,
say, oh, marriage में तो ऐसा होता ही है.
yeah,
झगड़ा नहीं हो तो वो marriage अच्छी नहीं. Like
exactly. So
what do you
that is
say?
the baseline of a marriage. झगड़ा नहीं है तो प्यार नहीं है. So if there is no
झगड़ा
fight, there is no love. So,
yeah.
and then we say, where do we create these fights from? But the baseline and the assumption is marriage is equal to fights. And that's
Yeah.
what love, and equal to love. Can you see that?
That's such a warped equation that we've created, and then we find reasons to fight because if you're not fighting, then you feel that okay, maybe I'm not in the right
I
space.
remember me and my husband used to actually sit down and create fights because we had nothing to fight. And we used to make it a point that we fight, and we used to end up fighting because of nothing. Because we like, oh, then is it showing that we are not loving each other? Are we not paying attention to each other? Though we never had anything to fight.
No, so this fight thing gets me to the question that there is a lot of energy that gets built up. There is conflict and there is sex.
Yeah.
When you're not having the conflicts actually escalate, is there a connection between the two?
Yes, that too. So that is another aspect of it. If you really want to have sex with somebody and somebody's fighting with you, they really want to have sex with you. It's universal. So it
So
can
when,
be you and everybody other than your partners as well.
right now, when people say that she's my best friend, and then the best friend is a boy and a girl, and they're fighting like cats and dogs,
Yeah.
is there an energy hidden behind?
Yes.
Which actually, hidden is the word because sex is a taboo. People don't like talking about it.
True. I just did an Insta live today on in sexual healing
Yes,
at 7, and that was so amazing that today I think everything got aligned to sex,
I like
and I was like
the whole
laughing.
thing. So,
Yeah,
what is sex and healing?
yeah. So sexual healing is basically where you actually healing others
Yes,
because you are vibrant on your sex factor. You are joyful, you're happy, you're nurturing, you're caring,
that
and there
was
are people who are victim who don't like it and who are hating and they want the attention. So you go have sex with them, and then kind of then you feel bad when you get from that bed. And they feel very happy about it, and you are fucked up with all things. I mean,
you're on a higher note and you've just passed it on to them.
yes. So
Ah,
that you have a point of view that I am greater than them and I can actually heal them. That
So in that respect, also we have to judge them and then make them feel lesser about
exactly.
themselves, so that I can give something to you that you don't have.
Yes. I am
Wow.
the savior. I am your mother. I am your I'm the healer. I am.
Yeah. So how do you see? Do you see that a marriage can survive without any sex? If there is a sexless marriage,
I would
is
say there is nothing that is not possible, Kavita. In my
okay.
view, there's nothing ever nothing possible.
Yes.
So I guess it is possible too. It depends on
Okay.
the partners. But I would say that sex is a thriving force of life.
Yes.
So, if you're missing onto it, which means you don't have to copulate, but you have to be present with each other.
Yeah.
Be there for that nurturing, caring capacities for each other, supporting each other, loving each other from no point of view.
Oh,
That
okay.
sex has to be present in your life 24 by 7. Everywhere you're going to miss it, you're either going to create depressions, you're going to create anxieties, you're going to create fights. And everywhere you have a fight, the easiest tool I give it to the world is like whenever there is a fight going among two people, and it can be anybody, it can be your partner, or it can be a friend, it can be anything. Please flow sexual energies to them.
Wow.
So you just
Yeah.
have to say flow sexual energy to this
And
person.
that's so easy. Yes, I know.
Just saying it, nothing to do,
Nothing to
and that
do.
and fill them up with it. It'll change because in this, as you said, it's such a big taboo to say word sex, and we
I
cannot ask each other. But what are we asking? That please talk to me joyfully, just be present with me, and acknowledge my presence in your room or in your space. That's it, what we are asking. We are not actually asking.
the kindness to the other person, including yourself.
Yes. First,
Love.
if you're not being kind to yourself, you can anyways not be kind to others.
Yes,
And
yes.
kindness is not only always polite, it can also slap you. So it can be
Oh,
anything. It's,
yes.
it's a
Yeah,
topic another time. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So,
so caring does not just mean that I have to keep hugging you or cuddling you. It also means that I can slap you if required to. Yes.
exactly.
So, what if somebody is going through a sexless reality? What way, like, is there a way to kind of reviving it, or if they really want to make it work, what is it that you would suggest that they could do in
So
such a
first,
scenario?
the acknowledgement itself that my sexless life is actually cutting and shutting me down is a
Right.
huge change. I mean, it'll start changing everything and not from the space of wrongness. Asking for sex is not wrong, guys.
Yeah,
Just
it's not.
sharing, it's not wrong. So wherever you made and look into your world, who made sex wrong and whose reality are you living in? So the
Yes.
moment you acknowledge, and that was my question on my Insta Live also today, and I would really ask all the viewers here too, and who is listening now or in future, what actually makes copulation bad and ugly?
Our
What
parents' point of view is that how, because suddenly when we come as babies and then they just want to hide it and let's not bring it out. Is
Yeah, but
that
how
how?
much do we want to know how it happens? And did mama, papa make it or not? I mean, we all did that. We've grown up with
I was picked up from some places what I was told, tumko
yeah.
utha liya, so yeah.
So we always wanted to know what is there because this is the nurturing, caring, and you have seen kids playing with the genitals when they're growing up. Because
Yeah,
that is basically the nerve endings of our body, which basically, whenever you're going through this reality, if you touch them, they will generate blood into those areas, and they'll start thriving, and it starts changing the energy.
wow,
So
yeah,
the joy lies there. So the only and every person, a man or a woman, can masturbate and do that for themselves. So
yeah,
you
but
don't need another person to
yes.
actually have sex or to copulate. We are
First thing is
all born.
with yourself, then you experience with others. Yes, so true. No, so this I was suddenly getting a visual that when I was growing up, I used to watch Mahabharat, and in that they showed Kunti, okay, that the baby is getting born through a ear.
Yeah.
I thought, so I already made it a reality. Oh, it's going to be so painful for a baby to come out of your ear, because then nobody in the mythological reality talks about it in a normal human way that we
Yeah.
produce kids, right?
So everywhere we made it wrong, can we today now change? We are not in that generation. We're not living there. So what are we? What is the value of holding all those point of views in our life and making it difficult and task? Actually, if you let go today and allow everybody, will it be
Yes.
actually tough? I mean, I don't think people would really like it. I mean, if they want to have it, and then they move
Yeah.
ahead. But right now, just having it is such a big discussion.
It is, you bet. And people, it's like closed door topics. You can't be
Yeah,
talking openly about
yeah.
it because then you have to be a slut or something really bad. And
If you talk, then what happens after a while?
let's
5 minutes
not talk about
discussion.
it. You're not supposed to talk about it. Think about other things, but not this. That's how it
Then
is
it
being.
is again a judgment and a control. So how
Yes.
much are you giving that charge, and how much are you controlling it when not talking about it?
I'm not
So,
talking about it.
yeah, and what if you can be the first one to talk?
That's why I got this topic. I was
Yeah,
like, let's talk about. And there was a song, when you were growing up. Talk about sex, baby. And
maybe.
that was such a thing because when Govinda came with the song "Meri Pant Bhi Sexy" was censored by the censor board, and they said don't talk about it, and they had to change it. Imagine so much of suppression around the
In our
world.
country, pleasure is wrong.
Yeah, pleasure is wrong,
You're
obviously.
not allowed to pleasure yourself. You're not allowed. And I remember me visiting with my son once to a doctor, and I was surprised, Kavita, how me and my husband and my son were sitting, and how doctor was prescribing masturbation to my son. And
Wow.
it's like you're not masturbating, so that is creating this problem. So you need to masturbate. It's a biological requirement. And my world went blast. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was possible. And that made my life so easy. And it was
Wow.
to talk to my son, and I got out of the wrongness of what masturbation is. And such taboos when you don't have the
Getting goosebumps because see, had it been a girl, I would have told her exactly what goes on. But since I have a boy who's 13 and who's inching towards that age, and I'm like, how do I have to do it? Do I talk? Do I get someone else to talk? Like, how do I say, baby, go, and it's okay, or
I
just
remember when he was growing up. So it's like my brother-in-law told me this, and I've always been very open to talk about sex to my
yeah,
son.
yeah.
And he was like growing up, and he's like, "Oh, do you have a lot of mustache coming in? Are you been masturbating yourself?" And he's like, "Ma, what are you talking?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just asking." And then the doctor tells me this, and I say, "Oh, you must. Please go ahead." So, we mothers, we think that's something wrong kids are doing. No, they need to watch it. They need to do it. That's their body requirement.
How does one approach? Because it's so much of a resistance with this topic that how do you really
You have
approach
to
it?
drop your barriers yourself and not make it wrong in your world, and just ask a child, hey, so you're growing up, so have you seen porn? Do you know enough about it? Do you want more information? And hey, it's not wrong to do it. It's your body.
Right,
It's
right. It's
mm,
body. Yeah. Okay, that makes it so easy. So
yeah,
when you don't think too much that how is it going to go, you can probably be so much of ease with the person and bring it out as if there's no big deal about it.
yeah.
Wonderful. So in such marriages in which either of the partner is not getting sex, कहीं से मिल नहीं रहा है, so क्या ऐसे में क्या करना चाहिए? What should they do if they're not getting?
So it's like they need to talk it out if they don't, and they don't get it. And even if you go out, I'm not saying go out, but even if you go out and if your body requires it, are you going out to find yourself or to cheat others? That's a great question to ask. Am I here? Am I actually going out? Sometimes you go out and have it, and it just nurtures your body, and that makes you acknowledge yourself and makes you have a better relationship with your, partner, opposite one. But
But
if you're going from the space of the cheating, where you have a guilt that you went out, that is cheating already.
irrespective of the fact that even if you're honoring, people are feeling guilty for honoring themselves, and
No,
it does.
if that the guilt is there, then it's a cheat.
Oh, guilt is there. Is
Yeah,
okay.
if that is a mark to it. If there's a guilt, then it's a cheat.
All right.
I mean, and how much are you cheating you by not honoring you
Wow, that's a beautiful one. How much are you cheating you for not honoring you?
and your body?
And your body, nobody has ever been connected to their bodies. They don't even know that body has its needs or whatever. They just reject it because I don't want it. I don't like this person, so I'll not have it.
Yeah,
I'll now show it to you. That
and
that's like a
it's a weird question. Why? Another weird question in my world. I'm a weirder woman, so it's like, what makes sex and love come together? Love has nothing to do with sex.
love has nothing to do with sex.
So
I
where
totally
we are two mixing two things that, oh my, if my husband, So that there is also a kind of a, see, marriage is a very deal and deliver, as I've spoken earlier also in the other classes. So it's a pure deal and deliver, that what works for both of them. So
Yes.
what is the deal and deliver between you and your husband or your wife, so the partners? So what is your D line that you would not cross, which is calls for the end of it? So the deal and deliver, that you have to have clarity among each other. And if there is not a space where you can actually talk it out, so you can also basically then look what is honoring of yourself. What is
Honoring. No, but when you say that the dotted line, what is not possible that we can't cross that,
yeah,
that dotted line would be uh,
no
like
sex, no different partner.
honoring of you, but the other person perceives it as dishonoring of them.
Yeah. So if you have no point of view, then the other person will also
Then
not
it,
keep it.
then it doesn't matter, or
Yeah.
it doesn't get
Then it
created.
won't come only. Then it won't come only.
Right.
Then that point of conflict will never occur if you don't have a point of view.
So basically, if you do it from a space of no judgment, it gets easier
Yeah.
to kind of deal with anything that comes up, if that comes up, that is. But
Yeah.
the first step would be to talk it out.
Yes.
And recreate your relationship even in a sexual reality.
And you know, the beauty is like every day when you get married, we take each other for granted and we go from, you know, conclusions that what the person was last night.
Yeah.
So every morning he's a new person, as when you were in the courtship period.
Yes.
Everything is new, exploring each other. So you can always ask, what element can I add to my life today? And
That's a fantastic question, people.
what element fun can we add? Like, you know, just playing with each other, maybe one day not allowing each other to more than touch each other. You know, add some games to your lives, add certain things.
A lot of people do role play and fun thing. Yeah, a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, what cool stuff can you add rather than giving up?
Your last few words that you would want to leave your viewers with, whatever that comes to you.
Just would say that nothing on this planet is ever wrong. And asking for nothing is wrong. It's just ask. It's just ask. And never give up, never give in, never quit. You're here to have joy, fun. Keep adding joy and fun to your lives and keep asking and keep celebrating yourself.
And if you're not celebrating, then definitely you need more energy. There is something missing in your life.
And also, if it's not easy, guys, then it's not consciousness. It's not fun. And sex is a thriving force of our life.
That's where we came from.
And don't shut in. If you won't shut in yourself, you won't shut in for your kids. So please be that invitation for your kids, and let's change this together.
And stop feeling ashamed of being there.
And me and Kavita are coming with the 12-month series with the Marriage No Marriage counseling.
Like a coaching.
Which for 12 months.
And anywhere you're stuck, you could get whatever you could get to create a different way of marriage in this reality. Or no marriage. I mean, it depends. If you still want coaching for not being married and, you know, sticking to your ground, that also you welcome. But 12 months of nurturing and changing your reality with marriage or no marriage. Okay, so for more details, you can connect with us, and it's going to be rolled out very soon. It's a beautiful thing. Aradhana and me doing this thing, because it's like she's got fantastic energy, and you know, and I love to add humor to whatever she does, and it just comes out very.
I think it just works with both of us. It's just like fun.
So yes, so looking forward to hearing from you guys, and connect with us, and let's see what else is possible with marriage or no marriage. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. See ya.